I'm going to tell you in the next 3 minutes why you must never overlook the small victories in your life. My name is Colby, and this channel exists to help you know God and His Word better. And if you want to stay connected, then hit that subscribe button below. Let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of not enough, not successful enough, not productive enough, not spiritual enough? Like you're constantly chasing some elusive finish line, but you're never quite ever crossing it. Yeah, I get it. We live in a world that's obsessed with the big win, the grand finale, the overnight success. But what if I told you that the secret to living a truly fulfilling life isn't about those monumental achievements? It's actually about celebrating the small things, the small wins, the everyday victories in life that often go unnoticed. Think about it. Every story, no matter how epic, is made up of tiny wins. Every marathon begins with a single stride. Every masterpiece begins with a single brushstroke. Every great life of faith is made up of seemingly insignificant choices. But the Bible tells us in Hebrews 11:1 that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. It's about believing in the unseen potential, the hidden possibilities that lie within each of us. And it's in those small wins, those moments of obedience and trust, that our faith grows stronger. And when we choose to reorient our focus from the big wins to the small wins, you know what happens? All of a sudden those little wins grow. Those little wins compound. Those little wins have a way of achieving their own momentum in our lives. That it builds confidence in us. It builds clarity. It allows us to compile and compact upon that which God is already doing in our lives. But it's amazing what happens when we ignore the small things. It's amazing how ingratitude begins to grow in our lives. It's amazing how we become ungrateful for all the blessings that we currently have. But when our focus is on what's in front of us, is on what's working for us, what's moving in our direction, all of a sudden we become grateful. All of a sudden we become thankful. All of a sudden life begins to change its perspective. We begin to change our perspective about life. We see things for what God is doing in our lives, in our midst. Celebrating small wins isn't about being complacent or settling for mediocrity. It's about recognizing progress, acknowledging our efforts, and fueling our confidence to move forward in faith. It's about shifting our focus from what we haven't achieved yet to what we have achieved, no matter how small it may be. So how do you celebrate small wins in your life? It can be as simple as taking a moment to thank God for an answered prayer, or acknowledging a personal victory, or sharing your progress with a trusted friend. It's about recognizing that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. And when we celebrate small wins, we build that confidence and water our faith, and it fuels us and propels us towards our God-given dreams. We begin to see ourselves as capable, as worthy, and loved by God, and our confidence in God begins to grow. So let's ditch the I'm not good enough mentality and embrace the power of small victories. Let's celebrate every victory, no matter how small, and watch our confidence in God soar. Because when we focus on the little things, we open up ourselves to the big things that God has in store for us.